If you're a heat and air machine technician or even a salesperson, what are some red flags when it comes to switching to a new company? And why does it matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Bell, coming to you live from Sacramento for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets. So happy that you're here. So check this out. On video number 1, we talked about a complex office. And on number 2, we're going to talk about delivery methods. So whatever product, issue, thing that you solve, whatever way that you do it, there's delivery. And sometimes it's install, sometimes it's actually electronic, but in whatever process it is, there's a couple things that you need to know and you need to be aware of. If you have fulfillment that's not being done and you've made a whole bunch of promises to your buyer, there's going to be a point in time early on in this company where you're going to get a phone call or an email and you're going to look at your phone and you're like, the Jones job's calling me. The Jones office is calling me. What's going on here? I need to get this figured out. And so hey, Mr. Jones, Mrs. Jones, what's the situation? Hey, Scott, not good. Not good. We're not happy. Oh, well, let's find out what's going on. Let's get this fixed. So come to find out, whatever product, service, widget, gizmo is being sold, you made a promise to the Joneses. Hey, here's how fulfillment's going to happen. Here's how delivery is going to happen. Here's how install is going to happen. And this is going to be your outcome. Team shows up to do the delivery. Team shows up to do the install. Nothing that you promised matches up. Nothing that was told you about the company that matches up. Okay, one time that happens. Hey, full moon, get out of bed early, stub your toe getting out of bed. Hey, new company, new problems. But here's the thing. Let's say that you dealt with the Joneses in a good way because you're a top salesperson, you're a top earner. And, next day you got fulfillment. You're dealing with the Joneses. You look at your phone, you're like, Joneses. Huh. All right. Hey, Scott, what can I do to help you? Yeah, Scott, this is Mr. Jones. Not happy. Well, tell me what's going on. Fulfillment problem, delivery problem, install problem. You're like, gosh, what? Wait. This just can't be me, right? Hold on. What's the situation? This was and you solve it. But you go back to the office, you're like, hey, we need to solve this problem. And I was like, what problem? This is normal. In whatever way they say it. They may not come out and say it that way. You need to be aware that that's not going to stop. And it's going to hinder, it would hinder me. I'm just telling you from my perspective, constant problems and fulfillment start making me go, what kind of problems are we going to have if I sell this? So instead of me focusing on a deal and you focusing on a deal, you're focused on what kind of problems is this going to solve. So you start looking for reasons to not make a deal. And this right here is why you should join my email publication. We'll give you the goods. Not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel. Just go to that browser, that URL, dump in your email address, your phone number, probably your name. It'll be easy. And so fulfillment for you starts becoming important because you will feel yourself, just like I have felt myself, pulling back on the sales process because you're like, oh, you know what? If I sell this, I'm going to get complaints from a manager. Then they're going to get complaints. And then the install, the delivery, the fulfillment team isn't going to do this right. And then it's not going to be enjoyable for me. And I'm not going to like it. I'm going to find reasons to not make the deal. So you could be a top salesperson and this can eat at you. This can just gnaw at you. It could just gnaw at you. And fulfillment is the differentiator. You've got your product, you've got your service, you got fulfillment, how you're going to get it done. And, at the end of the day, it really does matter because it's your word. Like, hey, this is Scott. Here's how it's going to go down. I'm making you promises. Part of those promises mean that I'm going to get commission, right? I'm not saying this to a buyer. I'm not saying this to a client, but I'm thinking it anytime that I'm in a role. Like I did some coaching the other day and I accepted some money. I'm like, well, that means we got to do some fulfillment. Something has to happen. Magical. You're giving me money. I'm giving you an outcome. Outcome could be product, service, digital, install. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that this happens, but be aware that if you start getting these red flags early on, you could go have your conversation, but if it falls on deaf ears, new company. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here, just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.